Hello, this is Pam from PamGriffithsCoaching.com. I just read a little inspirational article that I wanted to share with you today. And it talks about why now is a really good time to either launch or grow your business. This article I read was by Kelly Bertogs from Medium.com. And it got me thinking about a good colleague of mine actually had sent it to me in an email, and thank you, Nat, for that. I want to just talk to you about, so much noise out there, and there is a lot of fear around, maybe growing your business or doing business differently. And many of us are sitting idly by. There are people kind of feeling a little bit stuck, frozen in the noise of what's going on in our current reality. And I want to just provide a little inspiration today and some, talk about the facts really and what really is in your control. And I want to invite you to feel the fear and do it anyway. So we know that markets are in decline. We know that. We're hearing a lot of jobs people are being laid off. There's a lot of that going on. The unemployment rate is high right now, and we're really headed into a long overdue recession. And so for many businesses and entrepreneurs, this can feel super unstable, right? It's the instability that can really cause a lot of noise. Hey Sonia, thanks for watching. And so I want you to be thinking about, where are you on this continuum of listening to the noise? Is this a time for you to this is the perfect excuse for you not to fulfill your dreams and turn them into reality? And maybe you're just waiting for things to just blow over before you decide to move forward. I'm curious what really feels true for you right now. So I get that starting a business can certainly have its challenges, and building a business beyond its current state has its own set of challenges, especially in our current reality. And it requires us to think differently. It requires us to slow down, think differently, and figure out how to surf in the middle of the uncertainty. And we teach this in our coaching programs. We teach you how to surf and how to manage ambiguity. And when we can do that, we can really be focused and intentional about how we use our time and not allow the fear to stop you in your tracks. And, challenging times can make us feel like, well, there are more obstacles that are preventing me from realizing success. And what I want to let you know is, in fact, it's these challenges where we find the gold. It is in these challenging times that present us with the opportunities that you can either create and embrace for yourself and your business right now. Yes, Sonia, deer in the headlights, frozen right now, working on extracting the head out of the sand one step at a time. Thank you, Sonia, for sharing that with us right now. You're not alone. There are a lot of people feeling so stuck, and and that can feel paralyzing. Like, how do I move forward? And so thank you. Yeah, one step at a time, and breathing and finding your ground so that you can go inward and really listen for the opportunities that are in front of you right now. When we're engaging, I talked about this last week, when we're engaging, or that amygdala part of our brain, when that's all lit up, we're frozen. It's that fight, flight, or freeze response that's part of our brain that's keeps us safe. But we need to learn how to calm it down and trust that this too shall pass, and we've been here before. Is just a little bit louder right now. And so going inward to really help, calm that amygdala so that you can engage that prefrontal cortex and get that working for you right now. So what it's like being a business owner is all about this. We're having to navigate challenging times and overcoming obstacles, and then filling in some of the gaps that currently exist. And this current state, as I said, is just a little bit louder than it's maybe been before for you, and none of us have experienced this, let's just get real, to this magnitude. So you can choose to sit and wait this out and hope it will be over soon, or you can seize the moment to look at the situation and think about, how can I provide immense value to the people that I want to serve right now? And I want to share with you some pretty cool things that history has proven how recessions actually serve as a catalyst for some of the most extraordinary companies. So let's take a look at some of these right now. And these companies were born, most of them out of recessions. So if we look at General Electric, and I'm going to read some of my notes here. So that company was launched in 1892. Their revenue in 2019 was $95 billion. So officially they started, years earlier. Thomas Edison and the company launched General Electric right as the nation was heading into the panic of 1893. And what happened as a result is now their revenue has grown to $95 billion. Okay, so this was right in the middle of some pretty tough times. General Motors launched in 1908. Revenue in 2019 was $137 billion. So what happened with General Motors? The founder, William Durant, made his transition into the newly created automobile, because they had the horse and drawn carriage, and in 1904 purchased the Buick Motor Company. And in 1908, in the middle of a 30% business decline, Durant decided to launch GM as a holding company to acquire even more automobile manufacturers. This actual strategy served GM to go on and become one of the largest corporations in the history of the world. Okay, IBM, let's look at that. Launched in 1911. Hey, Aunt Thelma, thanks for joining. Their revenue, IBM, $77 billion. IBM got started selling commercial and business machines right in the middle of a 2-year panic. Hey, Shelley, welcome. Thanks for being here. And so while industries everywhere saw double-digit declines in activity, they thrived, eventually becoming the leader in technology that would support the digital revolution, making billions along the way. So that's IBM. Disney launched in 1929. You know, Walt and Roy Disney, the brothers, incorporated Walt Disney Productions right as nearly the 4-year Great Depression was getting started. And despite that, the brothers knew something inside them was telling them that America needed a smile more than ever before. And they were able to navigate the challenges of the Depression. Current revenue, almost $70 billion. FedEx launched in 1971. Their current revenue, $65.5 billion. This was a brand new concept of fast, efficient, reliable door-to-door cargo delivery that was developed by the FedEx founder Fred Smith, a student at Yale, who eventually launched this business right on the tail end of the recession in 1969 to 1970. Trying to sell something that was unheard of, this type of service did not exist, and to a business community that was really hesitant, more than usual, to spend money on untested vendors. Yet he was able to overcome the challenge and would go on to become the pioneer in his industry and grow a business that delivered over 6 million packages a day, $65.5 billion in revenue in 2019. Okay, let's look at another company, Microsoft, launched in 1975. In 2019, they had $125 billion in revenue. In 1973, if you remember, the oil crisis coupled with the stock market crash, this decline did not stop Bill Gates and Paul Allen from developing their new computer software business. Microsoft launched April 4th in 1975, literally just days after the recession was considered officially over. This created 3 billionaires and 12,000 millionaires in the process. Okay, other companies to consider that are worth noting here: Salesforce, Google, and Facebook. These three giants all launched before a major economic meltdown, and altogether they have combined 72.77 billion in revenue in 2019 alone. So why am I sharing this with you? What does all of this mean for you and your business? You know, we can sit and wait and pay attention to the amygdala that might be lit up in your brain, and you might feel like you're frozen and stuck in wondering how to move forward. Or you can seize the moment and seize the opportunities that are in front of you right now. And so I'm super curious about what this is for you and what you're experiencing in the middle of this, noise that's our current reality right now. And I want to invite you to join me to get focused, feel the fear and do it anyway, on an inspirational call on Friday. Every Friday in the month of April, I am offering these free motivational and inspirational and taking big action calls. Our group of coaches around the globe are taking big action. And so I'd love for you to join me if this feels like you're ready to stop feeling stuck and want to figure out what is the thing that's going to help you move forward. I'd love to have you join me. So thanks for being here, and the link is below, so you can click on the link to join us on Friday morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be together in a call live, and I'll be there to support you at this time and help you figure out what is calling you forth right now. So thanks for being here, and we'll see you soon.